Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Spearin, a producer with On Target Simulations, and here today to play some Flashpoint Campaigns Cold War. This is a gameplay preview of a pre-release beta version, so there could be some bugs. And joining me today in my 2IC seat is Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Hello.
You are a familiar face on the stream, I'm sure, so no introductions necessary. I don't know, but do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Kevin, as you've just introduced me. People who are here on the channel a lot might also know me as Sergeant Z-Dog. My day job is one of the handful of programmers for Flashpoint Campaigns, and I got the privilege of getting to work on a lot of the features for the game. Not all of them, and even the ones I worked on, I did not do all of the work on them. But almost all of the new features that are full features in Cold War, I touched. So
Nice, including the feature we're going to really highlight today, which is the tactical transport system, right?
yes,
Yes, indeed. So we're going to get World War III kicked off with this live stream. So as I said, we're going to look at an air assault gameplay, which is a major new feature with the Cold War version of Flashpoint Campaigns. It's new because Southern Storm didn't have that, right?
no, Southern Storm did not have tactical transport. There, there was kind of a previous system for the Pro version, um, but Southern Storm Commercial did not have anything that let you put guys inside of another unit.
Right. Alrighty. Well, speaking of that, yeah, Flashpoint Campaigns is like professional grade war games. So, if you're wondering what's so special about this game, well, the pros use it. That means, militaries around the world actually license our game and use it for wargaming purposes, which is training purposes. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into our scenario here. It's called The First Dance, and it is designed by Charles Belva, one of our team members who's also a veteran of the U.S. military. He was stationed in Germany in the 80s, so great advisor on a lot of the game comes from Charles. So he designed this scenario as basically kicking off the Third World War. There's going to be a tactical air assault from the Soviet leaping over the border, inter-German border, into West Germany to take some bridges. So let's start. I'll read it this description. Um, so yeah, D plus 0, 20th July 1989. It starts at 00330 hours. Sorry. I never remember how to say that. 12:30 a.m. until 05:30. So there's a good 5 hours that we have to fight and hold on. Anyway, so everyone back home was conditioned to duck and cover under their desk or hop in the bathtub and pray as the Third World War began. It was supposed to be total annihilation as nuclear warheads rained down on cities across Western Europe and North America. Rarely does history unfold as predicted. American sentries with the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment observed it first during their 0 Dark 30 graveyard shift changeover at Observation Post Alpha along the inner German border. Not the sound of ballistic missiles launching or screaming westward, but the deep thudding repertoire of Soviet helicopters. All quiet on the Eastern Front, Specialist Chisholm. It's Chisholm, and I wish, Captain. We've been hearing choppers coming and going for the past 30 minutes. I logged it, but we're waiting for the shift change to bring it up. Gosh darn it, troop. Now you boys are making it my problem. You should have informed the duty sergeant immediately. Where is Osborne anyway? Sir, Sergeant Osborne and Captain Snyder went down to the fence line for a better look to the southeast. Osborne is swearing up and down this is it. Get him on the horn, Specialist, and get them back here. We need to send an accurate report to Command ASAP. The squadron's night driving exercise got held up. Someone hit a hippie bus, of course. As a result, the entire troop is still southwest of Thompson Airfield until they get it together. Shh. Hang on. I hear it now, or them rather. There's more than one. Yeah, getting closer for sure. They gotta shift their vector any second, or this is war. Fudge! Captain Belva, sir, I'm not wearing my dancing shoes, proclaims Chisholm as Mi-24 Hinds shake their rooftop, heading due west. So on board, the 900th Air Assault Battalion commander ordered his escorts to leave OP Alpha untouched, as the Hinds need to save their rockets for the Abrams and Bradleys, held up by the undercover Spetsnaz, who made contact as planned with the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment vehicles on exercise. Only the Polkovnik and the lead helicopter pilots knew the actual course of action unfolding. The Soviet air assault troops were briefed for a live fire night exercise to wrap up Zepad 89 with a simple bread and butter mission. Air assault to secure 4 bridges, blow 2 and hold 2. Soon they will know this is the first dance with NATO. Alrighty, without further ado, let's hop in. We're going to set up on veteran difficulty here so that we don't get to see where the enemy is. We do see what the victory point locations are, status and bridges and all that good stuff. And we'll play as player 2. So we're going to play red in this scenario. Have you played this one, Kevin? Do you have any advice to
I
IC?
don't, I don't think I have because this is one that uses tactical transport. It's a newer scenario, and so it got added after I got really busy.
Okay.
So I know a couple of ways to play it just from working on test reports and stuff, but I have
Got
not
it.
played it.
Alrighty. Well, I accidentally clicked through the entire description. Uh, but it's fine. It's pointing us in the direction to these menus. The ops staff report is usually what we want to consult first, get a sense orientation for the ground here in our mission briefing. So let's take a look at what our orders are. So situation HR has been set at 0300. Oh, that's wrong. We got to update that one. Anyway, 2 companies will move by helicopter transport preloaded, thankfully. So we're not going to have to load our troops on those choppers. They're good to go. Uh, we just need to set their routes into Germany there. But essentially, we're looking at capturing some bridges located at coordinates and delay the American forces from crossing the Fulda River in the first 4 hours of the operation. Battalion's third company will move by helicopter and capture the airfield up top there. All right, we have some engineers available to blow the bridges north and south of the position, and fire support will be provided by some organic mortars. We do have some rocket artillery as well. It's going to come in, I think, after 2 hours, and they have some chemical rounds. So we're going to send some chemical munitions downrange today. Alrighty, some commander's notes on that, and here is essentially our briefing plan. So we'll bring up that overlay on the map here so that we can plan accordingly. So if we go up to the info view menu and, or no, staff menu, sorry, import mission graphics from briefing, that will show our mission graphics here. So we can plan accordingly, our routes going up and landing at those bridges, sending another company up to secure the airfield. Uh, I would assume that they're going to be defended at the airfield because it is a NATO possession there, but these ones may be undefended, these bridges, locations
Yep,
themselves. So,
that seems like a reasonable assumption.
yeah, so we can also pull up the threat assessment here. Okay, get a good sense for what NATO is doing. So 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment is coming from the west here. Looks like along this route and possibly up here as well. So, and then they're gonna take a vector down this highway. So, and of course got the airfield marked. Okay. So Kevin, what are you thinking? 2IC? What's the next step?
Uh, I so I think your rough plan is figure out who's going where in the timeline in my mind. So, like,
Hmm.
my first thing I want to know is when is dawn? When are my troops going to be readily visible?
Right. So we have on the top right here our weather forecast and everything, and this little sunrise icon. Next to that is our dawn time. So 0308 is when the sun will rise. So we've got a good 3 hours of darkness that we can, I want to say, take advantage of, but really NATO's got the advantage because they got night vision, don't they?
Well, they have thermals, but thermals
Okay.
aren't at this point super great against infantry, especially because a lot of times those thermals are tied to anti-tank weaponry.
Okay.
So it's actually not as bad as it might seem. The other thing that we want to consider is uh, because that brings up a good point, is what's on the other side of the field. If we're, say, running into infantry that's still in M113s, they may not have any thermals at all. They may have night vision equipment, at which point we're pretty much on parity because we both probably have basic night vision gear on our infantry. But that's only good. to, I think it'll let you hit into the adjacent hex, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. Well, speaking of what the enemy is, we can go and pull up our threat assessment here through the int button, intelligence, and we can get us expect a battalion-sized formation with APCs and tanks in support. They are moving to their defensive position. While being on alert, they should not be aware of your presence, and a total surprise should be achieved. So we've got 30 to 40 recce, 20 to 30 tank, 30 to 40 APC, 1 to 5 infantry, 10 to 20 HQ. So knowing that this is an armored cavalry regiment, I don't think they're going to have M113s. They'll probably have the
Yeah, they'll
Bradleys and a
probably
lot
be
of
in Bradleys.
they'll have a lot of
Uh,
scouts. They'll
and
probably
we
have
can
fewer
sometimes
infantry.
get slightly clearer info. Yeah, if we go to that sit rep tab,
Mm-hmm.
and then scroll down, do we get? Yeah, lots
Basically
of
the same thing.
recon, very little
Mm-hmm.
infantry. So it's definitely a cavalry force.
Yep.
So I think it said battalion. That looks to be about right. So
Okay.
um, definitely there's going to be lots of thermals, but those thermals are going to be restricted to the vehicles. We're kind of lucky here in that um, on the tanks, they don't have a good HE round. That's just not what the US was considering that their Abrams were going to need to do, which, considering how many Warsaw Pact tanks there were, seems like a reasonable assessment. Um,
Right.
ooh,
So I'm checking
do our
out our rifle squads here that are loaded
oh, they
up on.
don't
I
have
don't think
night
they
vision
have any night vision.
equipment.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Interesting.
All right.
This is 3-1. What about our? So it's an HQ.
Ah.
If we go to 1-3, I assume it's probably the same situation, but it's worth double checking.
Yep.
Yeah, no night vision equipment.
Okay.
So that makes things kind of interesting for us in that we're definitely kind of on equal foots. What is, if we hide the victory point markers just briefly so we can see what's under them? I think it's Control V.
Oops. Wrong one. There we go.
Okay, so three of the four bridgehead hex. Oh no. Okay, so both of the two in the north here, we're kind of okay to stand on. There's village
Yeah, these
buildings
two.
to hide in.
Hmm.
Not sure how built up these actually are. So, like, I don't know if that's a small city or a village per se, but um, there's buildings to hide in on those northern two. But these southern two are actually quite open. So, if we want to claim both of the southern two, we'll actually have to kind of push past the points
Hmm. Yeah.
to defend
Well,
them.
honestly, maybe we just leave this one and see if it's a target for opportunity later on. Like, just focus on the higher ground, taking this one, and
Yeah.
then take those northern
The other
ones.
thing we might be able to do is it looked like one of the roads that they might be taking to get there is the Bundeswehr, not the Autobahn.
Yeah.
So we might be able to set up our defense in the villages west of there
True.
on the Bundeswehr, and possibly even if we've got any reconnaissance units with any sort of good spotting at night, we could set them up on the hill south of the river there as well.
Well, I'm not seeing any
Because the
recce on
hill
there.
south of the, yeah, I'm not seeing any either. Maybe the artillery, or if we've got some forward observers.
I don't know if we even have those, but that's good to know because maybe we can add some. All right, so let's get our plan in place here. So I'm gonna right-click on a helicopter and go to the Plan Air Transport menu. So this is where we deal with loading cargo, setting their routes, and getting that plan ready for when we hit start. They will start immediately, correct?
Yep, yep,
Okay.
they'll start immediately. And one of the things we did with this scenario was all of the helos already have the cargo already in them. I think there's like one exception, and that's your top level, your brigade HQ,
Yeah.
is sitting on the ground. Um,
Okay.
so whether you bring him forward immediately or not, that's kind of up to you. I think there is even a helo like set aside for him to use.
Yes, there is. So we can send that one to
Yeah.
pick him up and then head to the LZ. But for now, I want to. What I'm thinking is we send basically three legs to go. One up for the southern LZ, and I hear what you're saying about setting up in the west, but I'm afraid that they're going to beat us there. Like, who knows what the timing of that would be like? If we land over there, it could be
Um,
messy.
yeah, we don't really know, and I think, you could probably even kind of split the difference where you just kind of move some of the helos up, and you have them do like a hold position our side of this hill, um, and you wait for a couple of guys to get in place on the other side. So you just send like one or two helicopters with a squad each. They go forward, and if they get shot down, that really sucks for those schmucks. But it lets you know not to send anyone else. But if they don't get shot down, you go, I've got time to go ahead and push the rest of these two platoons forward, or companies forward, I should say.
All right, so we'll send some Canaries. What if we send, why don't we send this chopper? So I'm just gonna right
Yeah,
click
sure.
and remove these other ones. So we'll send just why don't we
Yep.
send one because we got two units on there. One's an AT, so they'll actually do something um, to delay at least, hopefully.
The, my only caution there is that if you lose this one, you're losing a really valuable asset and losing that AT unit. So I would maybe go with one of the pure infantries.
Okay, good point. Now, what's the easiest way to see who's on what chopper from this menu?
From here, there isn't really.
No.
If you want to grab a particular one, if you open up the unit dashboard, yeah, you can do it that way too. You can see here in the unit
Vehicles.
dashboard, we show both at the top there what a transport is transporting, but also on the passenger side who's being held, who they're being transported by. So like if you go, oh, I want to do this particular platoon, you can grab that dashboard and then it'll tell you the name of the transport, and then we can just grab it here. So this is transported by a UH lift. So
Okay, so
now
this,
you'll just,
yeah, H
yep,
lift 3-1. We'll set that one
it
up.
looks like it's the company command here in the first row, or the flight leader.
This guy?
Yeah,
No, that's not him.
is that not him?
No, I think it's this one. There we go. These
Oh,
colors
A.
are
Okay.
almost identical, so
Yeah, especially with the stream compression, they
yeah.
are really similar.
All right, so our next step, an important one here that sometimes I forget about, is we need to right click on our current cargo to set them into the serial cargo, and that means they're actually
Yes.
loaded, correct? Like they're actually going to be
Yeah.
used in this plan.
Well, that means, yeah, they're going to actually participate in the plan. And that's just, this is one of those, like, it's kind of annoying and it seems like we should just always do it. But if we do it, we kind of remove some capability from our players that sometimes they might really like to have.
Well,
So,
one suggestion could be, what if we have like a little button on this line here that's like arrows
just
going either
shift all.
direction? Yeah, just kind of like
Yeah.
click on that. It would be a visual indicator like, oh yeah, move that over. That might be
Yeah,
good.
maybe.
Wish list
That
item.
that'll probably have to wait for like a
Yeah.
1.1.
Yeah, post launch. So anything, yeah, any ideas I throw out here or bug fixes might have to wait, because we are pretty much feature complete here. Working on bug fixes and content. So okay, so should we drop these guys right into that
I
town?
would just drop them, yeah, right into that town.
Well, hopefully the choppers don't hit buildings on the
Or
way
you
down.
could go like one town further, but yeah, I would pick one of those two.
I'll just put them there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, then
especially
we
since
can
you've
move
got the
them.
HQ
We can.
in with this as well. You don't necessarily want to
Oh,
push
the
your
HQ is in
HQ super far forward.
there. Oh
I
yeah.
think you're
Oh,
totally fine.
okay. I was trying to avoid the HQ. Anyway, what we could do is actually set the orders for the infantry to move into that hex after they land. So let's set them up there, and then I like to send my choppers all the way back home again. I don't know about you, but
Sure,
I'll send them there. So
you can
once we've got
definitely do
our
that.
waypoints here, we hit commit, and then this will pop up. So we know that we have the troops are already picked up. So there will be no pickup for them, and we know that we want to drop them here. So we do select drop, and then we know it's kind of ready to go by this now handy vector graphic.
Yeah.
However, we still need to click on issue plan, and that will calculate the route itself, and that is ready to go.
Yep.
Alrighty. So we got our first one set up. Now let's keep going and start World War III in very shortly here. So we'll go to new plan at the top. So this is starting up all over again. So I think I'm going to send another bulk of the forces. I'm going by the color scheme here. Um,
It's a really easy way to do it.
so what did we do? We did that kind of bluish, the blue or the blue. So let's just throw anyone that looks blue, except for
One of
the
them's kind of
lift.
blue, one of them's kind of magenta.
Yeah, these ones are kind of
And I think we
purple.
need. I don't remember which ones
All
we
right,
need.
so we'll. Whoop, where did it go? There he is.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen it take that long to re-render.
blacked out. Yeah. All right. So we've got those guys. So we're gonna send them. We got some AT. We got the mortar, which is good because we can send up smoke, kind of cover their advance, especially if we're going to attempt a bridge crossing here. I think to capture that point. So although that bridge, we probably want to blow it up. That'd be a very good bridge to blow up. So, but anyway,
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of one of the bridges that we're trying to secure. So, like, maybe
maybe
narratively,
not that one.
or if we want to min-max our score, yeah, you could blow up those two bridges. But narratively,
Yeah.
those are one of the two bridges that we're trying to capture intact.
Yeah, I guess. But we also want to delay the enemy from approaching because in
Yeah.
the next scenario, Three Sisters, the ground forces come through this area and you carry on with the invasion. But anyway, okay, so we got the mortar there. So let's send these guys. Let's plot a route. And yeah, the one thing I love about this game is I can move these windows anywhere and kind of get
It
some
is really
free
nice.
space. So why don't we do a similar approach? Roughly follow this river, maybe up here. Trying to follow the graphics too. It was designed like that for a reason. Okay, and then let's land them. Let's put them straight on the LZ, or on the objective point, and then we'll send the choppers back to the FARP and commit. So we have the objective is here. Drop off. Issue plan. Good to go. All right, new plan. So who do we have next? We have these guys here. Oops. Attack helicopter by accident. There we go. I wonder if this should be
Got
our
one
airfield force.
more blue down there.
This one?
Yep,
That's
that
the
one.
lift. That's for Brigade HQ. That's
Oh, it is
reserved.
Lift
Yep.
Brigade H.
Special
Okay.
escort.
Yep.
Yep.
Never
All right.
mind.
So I wonder if either we need to send some guys up here, and then we need to send some guys up to our airfield there. So I think they're generally the same composition.
Yeah, you'll see pretty much the same forces.
Okay.
Um,
Well, let's make sure that this force. Let's send these guys just to our northern bridges here, just to be
sure.
organized. Okay, plotting routes. Let's go this way, up the river valley, and it's a kind of a shortcut here. Okay, so we can land them.
Yeah, these you can kind of go
Let's
directly onto those objectives.
let's land them on this objective, and
Uh,
then they can work their way back, or we could land the engineers actually on the other objective, and then they
yeah.
can deal with the bridges. Okay.
Or you could like shift just the A flight with the HQ in it and put just him and the one platoon on that on the rear one, and then have
Hmm.
like the platoon walk forward or something.
Okay. Let's do that. So commit on that route. Did that
You want
work?
to add the passengers into the
Oh yeah, there.
serial cargo.
All right. It's a bit of a process,
It
and
is a bit of a
then we need
process.
to drop off issue plan. There we go. But that's why we are covering this with our live stream because we can go and watch the replay if you're trying to figure this out and get a good instruction here. So, okay, that plan is issued. New plan. Now let's do our A lift. Move over that cargo. Plot the route. Uh, I'm just gonna shortcut it and be like boom, 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 just 3, because it'll figure it out. Okay, drop off here. Issue plan. There we go. Okay, next. Let's send our engineers.
Whoops, you probably want to hit new plan though.
Oh, but you know what? I do want my engineers to go there, so I'm just gonna
Okay, then
add
yeah,
them to it.
you can add them to that and
Yeah,
hit issue plan, and it'll just edit
redo.
all the orders for them.
Cool. Okay, now let's do a new plan. One thing I haven't been doing is adding escorts. So if I want to go back,
Nope, and that's
I can
fairly
add an
simple,
escort.
same as adding the.
Yep, just add an escort just like that. So I'll add one to a couple, but I'm going to keep some attack helicopters because, oh, I have to hit issue plan after, right? Yes.
Only if you want the escorts to actually participate.
Ah, no, that's optional. All right.
Yeah, I definitely think there's since the escort helos are a significant fraction of your ability to hit things, especially at any range. Because I'll bet
Mm-hmm.
the escort helos actually do have some sort of equipment to help them see in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I don't know. They're gonna have a hard time for the first like 80% of the scenario if they don't.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to set up the Lift Brigade HQ now, and we can get a sense for how would you go do a battlefield taxi? How do you send a chopper, load some cargo, and then head to the objective? So we just add the brigade first. Do we add the cargo as well?
Yeah.
Even though he's not there yet. So then we will plot the route. So he's right next to him. So Lift Brigade's here. He doesn't have to fly very far. We'll
Nope.
plot right on top of where he needs to pick up. And then I think we should drop our brigade HQ in a safe place. Safe
Yeah, so you
place
can
in
definitely drop
between.
him like on the near side of that hill where he can just use that hill to stay hidden behind.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I'll stick him in this town down here, and then he'll be kind of equal distance
sure.
between. And then we'll send the chopper back to the FARP. So commit. Now, here's where we need to be careful. So we want to pick up the first location. We want to drop off at the second location, and then it flies back again. So that's all good. Nice and simple. Issue plan. Good to go. Alrighty. Last but not least, let's have our. I don't know how this attack on an airfield is really going to go, but let's figure it out because we got some troops here. Let's send them in. Okay, so I think one thing we need to do here is buzz that OP alpha. So in our maps, William is who designed this map, and he had a great attention to detail. It's marked on the map here, this point alpha. So we added in a strong point. That's where the observation post along the border. So if you haven't noticed, there's a border here between East and West Germany, these minefields on the East Germany side. And so NATO set up these outposts, and they were manned 24/7, watching for activity. So that's where our narrative came from in the description of the scenario. So to be consistent with that
There's a
narrative,
nice little touch.
let's go and buzz that thing. Buzz Chisholm and Belva
Yep.
and Osborne and Snyder who are
Give
hanging
give
around.
Jim and Charles's digital surrogates
Yeah.
something to look at.
Alrighty. So, how should we proceed to attack this airfield? This is going to be a challenge.
So I kind of like landing in the forested hill southwest of the objective.
Okay.
That gives us lots of covered terrain to assault through.
Hmm.
And we can kind of use the river valley and the hill to kind of mask our approach into our landing zone.
Okay. So, does landing a helicopter in a forest, is there any risk of hitting trees or anything? Are they just presumably finding a
Um,
clearing and.
we kind of assume that any points you pick are they will find somewhere to land. I mean, realistically, yeah, you would need to find, you know, somewhere that, some small clearing in the forest, or you'd be rappelling down. Um, Now, I mean, I think these are supposed to be VDV troops, so as a casual observer guess, I would assume they are trained in rappelling to rappel out. So, maybe they don't necessarily need a clearing large enough for the chopper to land in. Um, but that's kind of one of those. The details of this problem are greater than the abstraction level that we're at
Yeah.
for this game really cares about. So we just kind of hand wave that.
Alrighty. Okay, so we've got that set up. We have all the transports, I think, are accounted for. We have 3 attack helicopters left we can use for hunting. Now, what I want to do next is setting up orders for our infantry once they land. So that
Yeah.
is a good practice to do, right? So, okay, we have these guys. Let's hit F4, open up this screen. Okay, so part of the plan here, and we can click on them and see their orders and manage their orders here. So as we can see, they have a debark order, uh, or
Mhm.
if the British say debus, um, in this hex, correct? So 4706. So we can actually
Yep.
modify this hold order with a move deliberate order. And oops, I right clicked by accident there. We can tell them to go attack and hold up there. So if they go
Yep.
from the LZ, they can deliberate attack, which means they'll have a much more attentive posture than assault. I like to use move deliberate a lot, and take the strong point and hopefully get some ground there. So we'll apply that, and now that is how they will immediately, as soon as they get off the chopper, like we don't have to wait for the next order cycle, nothing. Like as soon as they
Yeah.
debark or debus, they will carry on. So that's a handy little tip there that I learned from, I forget who. I think William told us about that. I was like, ah, that's brilliant. Okay, so let's take the next unit, do the same thing. But let's have them go up this vector and also on that strong point. I want to make sure we take that strong point because it's gonna be,
It's an important point to take.
yeah, it's the high ground. It's overlooking the airfield. We need some strong forces up there. So although maybe the AT would be a better thing to put up there. So let's put them up there too. Although
You could
I'm
even,
gonna enable line of sight and see what they can actually see. Or can
you might need to cancel out order,
I? Oh yeah,
the order
cancel.
change.
Right.
I wouldn't think that would.
Maybe it's because they're in
Uh,
a helicopter. They can't see anything right now.
yeah, I wonder if
I
that
think
might
that's
be
it.
it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess
Well,
I
we
should
can't do that. Jira.
probably create another Jira for that.
All right. So we're gonna send them up there as well. Okay, that's enough people going there. So we have 1, 2, 3. Our final unit here. Let's have them go maybe around flank so that they can, cancel that. I want them to go from up here, and in there. Kind of do a little hook thing and be prepared to move. So they'll be, hopefully, if they survive, who will actually take the objective. And if they die, then somebody from the strong point will send them down there. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So that plan is set. Now let's figure out what we're doing with these other troops. Because we don't want them to be idle on a landing zone there. So,
Hmm.
okay. Is there an easier way to do this? Okay, no, they're going up there. Let's find out where these guys are going. Okay, these are with our engineer force. So I'm pretty sure they're going up here. Yeah, they're going right on the objective. So let's have them move off the objective and go maybe down. Yeah, hold there. Who else is with them? These guys. You know what? I'm just going to have them hold on the objective. And then we got the engineers. So we want to send them towards the bridge. I think we want to end up blowing this rail bridge and this other bridge up here so that we can cut off
Okay.
any forces going to reinforce the airfield
Sure.
and here. So I'm going to do a move hasty because you better move, engineers. And let's send them there first. This will be the first team. Ooh, blow bridge. I could do that right there. Let's try it. Okay.
Yep, that's not the bridge you want to blow.
Oh, oops. Delete order. Okay. Remove bridge. Oops. Apply. Now remove bridge. Does it give me? Oh, it popped up on the other side. I want to remove this bridge. It
Yeah.
was on my other screen. That's the other thing I love about this game is I can use two
Yes.
monitors, but not while streaming. So there it is. Okay, let's apply that order. And our next engineer team, who was that? That was two. Here's one. After debarking, let's move hasty up to this location. Commit blow bridge. Did it blow bridge again? Oh no, there's only one on that hex. So okay,
Yeah.
great. I didn't get the menu,
I'm
so
not sure if there's one bridge or two bridges.
looks like one.
So okay. Yeah. There's so many arrows going on there.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, there's
there we
only
go.
the one. So it definitely grabbed the correct bridge. I
Hmm.
mean, even if there were two bridges, for your desired goal, I think you'd be wanting to blow them both anyway.
Yeah. Okay, dokie. So we've got their
That's right,
orders.
bad optics. It would be the least expected blown bridge for your very first commander.
Well, we certainly get the surprise for everybody. Okay, so our last but not least, who are these guys? Is this our forward element going to? Yeah, these guys are going up here. So let's move them hasty into the next hex and
That
hold.
is your HQ. I don't know if you
Oh,
want
damn it.
to have him do that.
I didn't even want him there. Okay, cancel. I want you to hold because hold in place
Yep.
and don't die.
And then
All
you
right.
can grab his
So
friend
he's
in the
with
plan.
this guy. Oh, wait. I thought I clicked on. Okay. Nope. There. Okay. Here we go. Move hasty. In there. Commit. Hold. Apply. Now we're good. Okay. So those are
Yeah.
the only two units heading to that locale. And then we have this unit is debarking on that objective.
Yep.
What do they have? They don't
But
have
if you
any
wanted to like
AT.
grab that helo and have them not get out instead.
I want to get on the objective. I want to hold up
Okay.
here and then maybe get some general defenses heading. Okay, let's move our AT guy maybe somewhere a little more covered. It would be helpful to see what they're gonna see, but they're on the helicopter, so we don't know what they're gonna see. Um, let's send them up here actually. Kind of hold that bridge. Apply.
What if you just pull up that AT unit, we can get a kind of rough idea. Uh, what sensors do
Whew,
they have?
they have a lot of SPG-9s, that's for sure.
Yeah, those would be nice to have.
IR, infrared weapon sight.
So
That's
they're
not
only
bad.
going to see, they can detect out to 800, so they'll be able to
Okay.
see two or three hexes out.
Yeah, that's not too
Um,
far, but they won't
do
be
the
able to.
Malutkas, because you've got three Malutkas in there also, do they get to see any further? No.
I don't think on the night side. Okay. Well.
So if you want to stop the enemy before they get there, you'll want to pick a different destination for them. Because they're only
Hmm.
just barely going to be able to reach as far, or see as far as the hex itself,
Well.
the victory point hex.
Here, how do I view my hexes? Map show hex grid. There we go. Now we can have a sense. So if they could see like 1.5, I guess. That's okay. They'll cover here. They'll cover this
Okay.
bridge, and then if we have to, we can move them to cover here. Um, but hopefully the infantry can do the
Okay.
job too. Alrighty, so we have these guys. What's your orders? You're debarking there. Let's move hasty. Now there's like no cover,
Yeah, there's really not much here.
so
You
just
get
gonna send them kind of just one off the hex and just kind of hold in place and wait. Because part of this is delaying. We want to just hold this location for as long as possible. And then, okay, what else we got here? Debark, hasty. Let's send them down here just in case. Hold, apply. Good. All right. What else? Okay, we've got their orders. We've got their order. HQ is holding. There. Okay, what's this AT doing? Okay, so we have a second AT. That's good. So we can, on this chopper, this bus,
move it to the other side.
should we attempt a river crossing? Like run across?
I mean, if you wanted to run across and yeah, put it there, that's a pretty powerful position.
Yeah, up here. Let's see what the route will be.
There's only 3 platforms in this AT unit. What's it
Oh,
got
they can
inside?
cross
Is it
the
just
river
3 Malutkas?
themselves.
It's probably just 3 Malutkas.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, well that's good. We're
three
not
Malutkas.
sacrificing too many canaries over there.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
that's pretty
and
nice.
then we have our mortar here. So what is?
Probably want to have him back up a little.
Yeah, what's his range like? Yeah, it's not showing because he's on the
You just
helicopter.
need to shift click forward here.
Shift click.
Shift click, because it's showing his range in his current position
Oh
probably.
yeah, you're right.
There
Okay,
you go.
that
Yeah,
works, but not the allies thing.
yeah. So if
Okay.
you have him like hasty move back a couple hexes,
Yeah, let's just move
so that
him
he's
there.
not spotted as soon as he opens up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll put him up one more.
Yeah.
On call. Apply. Okay. So our
And those
plan.
120 millimeter mortars are pretty effective.
Yeah, even against vehicles, eh? So. Okay, so that I believe is our plan, our invasion plan for World War III starting. I'm gonna disable the hex grid again. It
So
does
the
kind of
only
split
thing
out a
you
bit.
might consider doing before you hit go here is if you want to stage your attack helicopters at some
Oh
further
yes, you're
forward
right.
position, but that's still a little further back.
Oh yes,
Not
this is why I have a
sure.
2IC. You caught that. Yeah, where are our
Probably on Far
choppers?
Bravo. Yeah, you got 3 attack helos, I think.
And
Or
then two
just
more.
2, okay.
One,
Well,
two,
looks like 1, 2, and
three.
3 already have
Okay,
escort
so
duties.
four and
So
five are
4
gonna
and 5.
go hunt. So let's send one. We know that they're coming down this road. So let's go ambush them while we can. Let's send them up here. Maybe just do a pass and maybe come finish over here and screen. So they're just kind of doing a flyover, pick off what we can, and kind of pull back and hopefully get some range on them.
Yeah, and we can see their LOS bubble. They've got a few hexes of sight that they can see here. So they definitely
Yeah.
will not be harmless in the night here, which is great for us.
Now we definitely need to send some support up to this airfield. So I'm going to send them over those strong points and kind of hang out over here. Because we don't want
I
to land on an airfield without attacking it first.
So the only thing I think you maybe decide not to do that is, as the attacker, we have the advantage of force concentration, and you're splitting up your forces, your largest firepower by splitting up these 2 attack flights. So I would maybe have them kind of stick closer to each other so that if one starts taking fire, the other one can go, ah, I can help.
Hmm. Okay,
And then
well,
you,
maybe I'll send them both together after. But I definitely don't want to
yeah.
send in anybody to be in a vulnerable state. But yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we can. They'll
So
probably end up
you're,
rearming and then have to send them out again. So.
yeah, quite possibly. your foreflight, you do still have going over that other objective. I don't know if you wanted to move the other waypoints also.
I want him to clear this. Like,
Okay,
there's probably defenses up here that, like, if we
sure.
just send a chopper to land, they're gonna get eaten up. So
Yeah.
we need to attack them
Well, and you
first.
do also have the escort. The escorts will also be in this area, so
True.
he's at least not, doing this as a solo venture.
Yeah. I want to buzz the OP as well with these guys. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
There we go. Alrighty. So now we're good to go. I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Got all. We don't have
If
artillery.
you wanted, I think you're kind of at the point where like the only thing you might consider doing, and it's definitely not mandatory, is like if you wanted to look at your SOPs and make sure they're all where you want.
Ah.
But I think other than that, you've got kind of a complete picture here. We've kind of given orders, I think, to everything.
Well, I'm gonna put trust in the designer Charles, who set up the SOPs in so many scenarios. So if we need to adjust, we'll do that on the fly at the next command cycle. So let's hit go. Without further ado, I hope the audio works this time. Yes, we have the audio.
Yeah.
So even though my paths aren't enabled, we still see the paths of the choppers. It's a little difficult when they're all the same color, but... Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity to look at the chat. I know you've been having a look. Bad Optics, nice to see you. One of our prolific testers and sent so many reports. Played the game, I don't know how many hours, but very helpful for getting the game to where it is today. Beamslam asks, what is the chance the enemy will comply to this plan? I don't know. I think...
Ooh, we've already got a spot on some sort of emitter there.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh-oh. Is that air
our
defense?
most likely detection of an emitter is going to be the early radar warning receivers on our helos. I would say our most likely detector of that. We could have also just gotten lucky with, radio traffic spot. Are
Uh-oh.
you making friends over here? Looks like
Yeah,
you're doing a good job trying to make friends.
they did strafe the OP Alpha on their way, that hunt. Okay, sorry, Charles.
Wave hi to Charles and Jim.
Well, one of them got destroyed. Alrighty. Just gonna zoom out. So if I click on this button here, it can go to 100%, or I can click again for fit, which I like to look for a whole overall sense of the battlefield. And then, oh, I think I accidentally.
I think you're on you're on 100% right now. Fortunately, though, we don't really need. This scenario does not use the southern portion of this map, so
Yeah.
only have 135.8 hours.
Is that all?
That is an impressive level of testing for us,
Yeah.
Bad Optics, and thank you sincerely. This is incredibly helpful.
Oh, one of our viewers sees the interesting things on the shelf behind me. Maybe I'll go over that at the end. I just added a couple to my library the past week, thanks to a relative visiting a museum and sent me pictures of the book sale there. It was a war museum, so there's a lot of military history books, and I'm like, oh, please get me these. A lot of Soviet
There you
stuff.
go.
Yeah. Alrighty. I really like the audio upgrade that William did, where we will hear the Warsaw Pact audio, like movement and gunfire stuff, in the right earphone and the NATO in the left, so that you can actually get a good sense for who's doing what.
Bad Optics, I have not mentioned the Southern Storm tournament, but yes, for anybody who is an owner of Flashpoint Campaigns Southern Storm, our most currently released title until November, there is a tournament going for that starting soon. I can pull up a link for that.
Yeah, so go register. And yeah, speaking of November, November 20th is the launch date for Flashpoint Campaigns Cold War, so mark your calendars, and look forward to seeing you on the battlefield.
Let's see.
Alright, we've got our attack helicopters approaching where we suspect the enemy will be coming from. Oh, contact. Alright. We got some
Yeah, I don't
kills.
remember when exactly the tournament is starting.
Right off the bat here, our Hind is spotted, but they don't know what they're blowing up. But they've hit some units.
But that does look like it's the missile animation. So it's a
Yep.
vehicle of some sort. Um, uh, Cavalry company or battalion is more Bradleys than tanks, so
That's likely.
probably Bradleys.
Indeed.
But those are probably actually more dangerous to our infantry anyway, so than the tanks are. Ironically, this is one of those times where we kind of care more about the tanks than the Bradleys than the tanks.
Alright, so I'm just going to hit start again because we're not going to make any changes.
Yep.
More shots fired, more kills. Alright.
Yeah,
Putting a
that's
dent
excellent.
in their defenses right off the bat. Those Hinds earning their pay.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he's blown up what, like 7 or 8 already?
Oh, miss on that one. He's definitely going to have to rearm soon, so that's kind of a good thing,
Yep.
bad thing. But, oh, NATO
Oh,
responding.
and
What do we
that's an
have?
M109 unit.
Oh,
And HQ.
oh, we found their
So,
HQ right on the airfield. Or that's probably the
yep.
FARP. Oh, we've lost
Wow, that is an incredibly lucky hit.
50 cal.
We get some vengeance though. Knocking
Yeah.
out those M109s is incredibly valuable, and finding them this early is amazing.
Well, the Americans were not expecting this war to start, so it looks like they've had their forces kind of concentrated around their obvious airfield. But yeah, putting a dent in their artillery is definitely going to help us.
Yeah, I mean losing a helo to do it sucks, but also we found it, which means we can kind of send other helos, other attack helos up that direction.
For sure. Well, bad optics saying bad OPSEC, haha, operational security, but this is the start of World War III. They don't know it's coming, presumably. This is a surprise attack, so they're gonna probably fix. Ooh, look at that.
That's a headquarters section for something.
All right.
Okay, we do actually identify the type of vehicle, so at least that unit there is a
Okay.
Bradley.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
And
Oh,
you
we
know what
lost
I'm,
another one.
well,
50 cal took another Hind.
that is remarkably lucky that they've got 2 shoot downs with just Pintle 50 cals.
Well, that was an Abrams that took out the second one. So
Yeah, but it was the Pintle 50, well, could be a coaxial 50 cal on the Abrams, I
it's still
suppose.
hard
But
to
that's
swing that
that's
turret
pretty
into
unlikely.
here.
Yeah.
At night, no less.
Getting getting any shoot downs with 50 cals is a pretty lucky occurrence. So what I'm finding interesting here is our emitter identification there has not engaged our helos yet, which makes me wonder if that's actually a GSR. If it is a GSR, sending an attack helo off to hunt it down and kill it is a really solid plan here.
All right. We'll note where that is, but it'll also be on our intelligence overlay, will it not? So if we pull that up.
It will show up. I don't know if we'll get any better info, but maybe we do.
All right, where's our? Oh, it's ops. Map overlay. I love this map because it gives us a good sense for what's. Oh yeah, it's not, well, it's got a blue dot there, so we can at least keep track in case it disappears.
Yeah.
Alright, so, but it looks like our attack helicopters are heading back to the FARP to rearm, so they've exhausted their.
Yep. The
bunch
two
of their
that we had on hunt
munitions.
duty, the escort duty ones are, I think, still all on scene.
Okay. I guess they're gonna just follow right back to the FARP, won't they?
They will, but
We'll send it back out again.
yeah, and we don't even necessarily need to wait for them to get all the way back. We could just
Right. Cancel that
give
plan?
them new orders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that them shooting at our landing site?
It looks like it. That's a hot LZ.
That's those thermals. Oh,
That was
We
another
see
escort,
the
huh?
first stinger come into play. Smack,
Oh yeah, that.
smack another one of our attack helos. So we're down 3 already,
At least our
which is
infantry have
kind of a
landed.
bummer. Yeah, the good news is, for whatever reason, they can't see where we picked our landing site at. So we get to land
That was a good one.
unmolested.
Eraser SKS. Hi, comrade. Why play the dark side? Well, we want to demonstrate the air assault tactical transport feature here. So right now, currently, the Soviets have those missions, but we are working on some NATO missions featuring the 101st Airborne. So that will preview an upcoming live stream in a few weeks. But speaking of, we've scheduled a weekly time slot with Slytherin on this channel. So thanks to Edmund and Marco and Camlo and everyone at Slytherin Marketing for getting us on here, some promotion. But up until and past our launch date, I think every week except for two. There's two dates that are game launches. So I think you're doing one of those, Kevin. Actually, there's two launches at this time slot, 1 p.m. Eastern, and every Thursday. So mark your calendars. We'll be going through different scenarios, and I'm reaching out to some people that I know in the wargaming community to see if they'll join us as my 2IC, or if they outrank me, I'll be their 2IC. But so yeah, hopefully get some good.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh wow, we
Get
got
to
some close
smacking
combat.
Bradley back.
All right, so we are in the thick of it now. Our troops have landed. They are moving to their designated locations here according to the orders we gave them, which is awesome. Maybe Kevin, yeah, let's take a look at their SOPs and make sure that we're going to do everything right here. So if we open up the unit dashboard, or F4 is the shortcut there. It's third move hasty. I think that's a bad idea if they're in contact. So I'm going to switch that to a move deliberate at the very least, but I
Yep.
still want them to move. So we'll do that. But speaking of SOPs, so what's the best way to edit SOPs, Kevin?
So from here, I would probably just hit that edit order SOP, but you can also, if you're not even sure if you need to modify it while you're on the dashboard, if you just click the name of the SOP, if you go back, look back at the dashboard again, just click the name of the SOP preset, and we can just see what all of the SOP settings are here.
Right.
And so if those all look like what you want, then we don't need to
Yeah,
do anything. And I
I
think,
think that's good.
yeah, it looks like he's got it pretty much where we want it to be,
Yeah.
and you're in good shape here. So
All right.
I think,
So like attack is probably the same. Yeah. So we're good. Okay. So let's see. Let's make sure our AT guys have it correct. SOPs. General assault. So they're gonna have a standoff range of 2 hexes. I wonder if
yeah.
we want to change that so they hold in place. Although, is
You
that already
maybe
set
set
up?
it to 1 hex, but don't know that I would set it to 0 because these guys are AT infantry. It's kind of wasteful for them to try and mix it up in the same hex as pretty much anything other than tanks.
Yeah, I want them to keep their distance, but I'm just thinking like enemy is going to appear 2 hexes away, and there's very little cover. So
Yeah,
if we
yeah. So
just
like,
have them stance,
yeah, you could definitely do that as well.
and then they won't move. But if we have to, we will. Okay. I'm a bit of a SOP micromanager, I think, in this game. I know some
Well, the stance
players.
only will also have them be totally tolerant to getting shot at. That's really
Yeah,
what that setting it to that will do.
right.
Um,
This one's at 0 already. Interesting. Okay. So I think generally the SOP is looking good.
okay.
Just based
I
on
do
that,
see,
I
yeah,
think the
that
others will be
unit that
good.
you just selected, he's on a screen. I don't know if you want to spread out how much you have on that hex.
Oh, did I give
Spread them
them
out
orders?
all. Nope, it looks like these guys went without orders.
Oh, I forgot them.
And
Okay.
that AT unit, this AT unit, you've got that village hex that's kind of up on the hill. Yeah, you put him there and he can kind of shoot things without
Hmm.
also being directly in the way. That might be a good spot for him.
Alrighty, let's do it. And So
And I would maybe even push. I think you've got 2 infantry platoons. Maybe push one of them
yeah.
into the village hex on the road directly south of that, where you just put the AT unit, kind of where the
Oh yeah.
B454 label is. Push him there,
Sure.
and then you kind of get a nice ambush on anybody coming
Hmm.
from that road.
And
You
keep them
probably want to
held.
leave the other infantry, yeah, on that hex because that's the victory hex, and just to kind of give the engineers some security as well, because you can have
Right.
engineers operating in that hex too.
Okay, so let's fix our attack helicopters here. Is there an easy
Yeah,
way to like delete all of
just
these
I
orders?
wouldn't just issue him new movement orders, like you would if he had no
Just
orders at all.
okay. Good to know.
Yeah,
Let's do a hunt and let's go track down this thing. Commit screen. This attack helicopter.
he's
Well, he's pretty close too.
might be going well.
Or is he rearming?
See what is yeah. I would say he might just be going back to rearm. Oh no, this is third flight. He was an escort,
Escort.
so
Okay.
he is just going back because. So yeah, I would just issue him new orders as well.
Let's go up there and then let's swing over here to try and take out that artillery again. And then this guy is nope, not an attack. All right, where's our other ones?
Probably easiest to just find them through your spotlight on
Yeah,
the left
you're
hand or on the right hand side there.
right. Okay, there we go.
So
Yeah.
him,
So let's send him down here to keep punching at this armor.
yeah,
And
especially because we keep getting hit by all those vehicle assets with their thermals. We're
yeah.
unable to shoot back right now, which is extremely unfortunate.
I guess this is super risky to fly that. Maybe I'll adjust this a little bit so that they can get some range and maybe not get picked off by 50 cals.
Well, you don't have a lot of vision out of these things. It's only a handful of hexes, so
They seem to
I don't
be
know that
engaging from this point earlier, so I
yeah.
think maybe we'll be
So
good.
3 is probably going to be out of sight, but that's not necessarily a terrible thing to do either. So
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Yeah, at least we can hide
Yeah,
after that.
4
Okay,
and
they're
5,
going back.
they're already going back to rearm, and then they'll go back out.
Yeah. Cool. All right, I think we're good to carry on with World War III. Let's see what happens.
Have you played this before? Do you know when we get all of our other supporting artillery to come in and help?
We get it. I think 0230 is the artillery.
Okay.
But that's about it for reinforcements. I haven't played it that
Yeah.
far. I've played it before to demo the air landing and stuff, but I haven't completed it, so this will be a first. Presuming I completed. Not just die.
Oh, that's an interesting
Oh, there
place
goes
to
the
be.
artillery.
Oh,
Oh
this is
no.
artillery.
That
Yep.
M109 is.
Yeah, this is the M109s that we saw earlier.
They know
Fortunately, it's
exactly what
down to
planes
only
with.
4 tubes, but 4 tubes of 155 is still a lot of firepower.
Okay, there is an engagement up here.
Did we get? Did you see what it was? Oh, we just can only see that it's an emitter of some sort. So we didn't really
Oh, we just took out 2 Abrams. That was huge.
Nice.
They are worth so many points.
They are worth a lot of points. That's a good progress towards victory, knocking those out. Ooh, that was
We
2 more,
are.
I think.
We're already in the marginal win category, so that's good. That's because we've taken a bunch of objectives, and I guess we've taken out a good chunk of their forces already. There's 79% of their starting force. And we're holding the points
That's a
50-50.
farm. That HQ is a
Yeah,
farm.
yeah,
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
I wonder if that's a narrative or if there's going to be some enemy helos
There
as
might
well.
be, I'm not sure. Didn't read any in the threat assessment, but that doesn't mean they're there. But yeah, get this early advantage. However, they're gonna come at us with armor, so I think they might be able to sway it. Especially if they take that 5,000 objective. Alright, take another vehicle with that attack helicopter.
Yeah, we're doing a great job getting these Bradleys and Abrams knocked out. especially because it seems like we're catching a lot of these Bradleys on the move, which means their dismounts are still inside. So we've got pretty good odds of just getting a lot of free kills on the various dismounts as well.
Cool.
Looks like maybe not that time, but and those dismount squads are relatively small forces. It's like Bob and Steve in the back of the Bradley um, that are really just pulling security for the Bradley when it's not moving.
Mhm.
They're not large squads, so that is kind of to our advantage here. That artillery, though,
Oh
even we
boy.
can still pull a number on us.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
they've
they've
got eyes on, so
probably got, yeah, they've probably got a mortar unit as well. I don't think we've seen any fire from it yet,
not
but
as of yet.
we'll probably see soon. The actually, I feel like there should be 2 tubes in each of the 3 companies. But this is a cavalry recon, which it seems to be.
That attack helicopter is still going after the emitter.
Yeah,
We
having a
don't know what
really
that
hard
is.
time picking off those guys in the woods there.
Yeah.
Definitely showing the advantages of the terrain. He may also be lacking rockets, so he might be trying to gun them down.
Trying to see what our progress is on
Okay,
this removal of the
at
bridge. This one is
134
starting.
is when he started.
How long does it take? Like half an hour or something?
Completing at
Oh,
3:53.
353. Okay. Oh wow.
Okay,
Almost
couple
the
hours
whole
away yet.
thing.
Still, it takes a long time to fully mine those bridges.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. So good thing we have some escorts up there to hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if we need to make any adjustments here. It looks like they haven't made contact yet on the
Uh,
airfield, but um, I'm thinking maybe like if this strong point is empty, if we just go punch right through there.
yeah, we definitely didn't see any reports of it, so it might be empty. It's hard to say. You could
Yeah, here, I'm gonna drag
probably,
them up there, bypass it, and then
sure.
these guys are going up.
You might even consider going 1 hex further for that first unit that you adjusted, and put it where that HQ is.
Hmm. There's just no cover there,
Yeah,
so at least if they're in there, they can
that's
engage with
true.
cover. So now where are these
Well,
guys
except they
going?
won't be able to see for a while.
True.
But that might be okay too.
Yeah.
Just wait till you have better line of sight. So yeah, he's still on his hunt. He's happy Dory. He's
I think he's on a
duking it out
screen
with,
on there. Yeah.
yeah, because you had him just stick it out there. So you could have him hunt and
Land
go
on him.
looking for other stuff, or just
No, let's
yeah,
just leave him there because if he's engaging, maybe he'll hit something one day. But definitely rookie gunner.
yeah. And
Okay,
then I
so
think you've got one more squad, one more flight on the left-hand side here, a little further, just off screen. You had it end. Oh no, you don't. You had one hunting that way. Oh, he's probably going back for more ammo right now.
yeah, let's check it out. Yep,
Yeah. Yeah, he's going back for more ammo.
he took out a bunch. Okay, that guy's up there. This guy's here. Number 4. Yeah, I think he's
So what does
just on his
our
way.
intelligence assessment say the enemy has left here? Because we've killed a bunch here at this point.
Um, they're at 76%, so
Okay.
taking out a
Yeah,
quarter of their force.
I was thinking in terms of like actual platforms. What do they have left?
Ah.
So if you
Oh,
pull up
it's
your
in the other
intelligence screen
intelligence. Yeah.
and then go to the threat assessment tab,
Do, 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 do.
or I'm sorry, enemy sit rep. So they've got they still have at least 20 tanks and at least 20 carriers of some sort. Now, some of those carriers are going to be HQ carriers,
Hmm.
um, but most of those are still going to be Bradley. So he's definitely still got some teeth left in him.
Oh yeah, especially in this kind of Western force is probably where the majority of that is.
Yeah, there's 1 to 5 APCs and 6 Recce's or something, I think it said.
It's looking like it might start raining. Oh no,
Not till
that's later
after
in the
the
day
snow,
after
yeah.
the snow. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, well let's keep it going because I don't know if we need to change much else.
No, not really. We should try and keep an eye out, see if we see any hexes shooting at us that are in range of our mortar, because
Yeah, I'll look at the.
we'll probably need to manually issue.
Oh
Oh,
no!
they still have stingers. That he might be out of stingers now, at least. That's kind of
Silver lining.
lackluster consolation for the members lost, pilots lost here, but
It does have the ability to rest resupplies.
it does have the ability to rest and resupply. But it means that we know we're safe for about a half an hour here from the stingers.
That bridge went down, by the way. It did not take
Oh, did it? Okay.
3 hours to do it. But we have. Oh, suspected HQ. Okay. But that was the FARP,
Yep.
so that's weird.
Yeah, we know about that HQ. But we do
Got
get to knock out an
engineers.
engineer team. They're a bit more heavily equipped than regular infantry squad is, so
Yeah, they did take out one of our
there'll be
units there.
a little bit more work to dig out than would otherwise normally be the case.
Right.
But we're still going to outnumber him 4-1. Should not be a problem, even with him having the defensive advantage here.
Right. Well, good call on the sending those two little guys in this town because they're doing a really
Yep.
effective delay. Now our AT is stopped. I think he's probably
Oh,
at
he
that
did
standoff
stop.
range, maybe.
Oh, you know what I think happened is I think he got hit by indirect fire and sent into a withdrawal or something.
Yeah, I want to move it back there. So we'll do that next command
Oh,
cycle.
yeah.
Both bridges are now blown. Good.
And down.
It's definitely going to help us.
I know also we did find a bug the other day, so you might need to try just issuing a new movement path, see if he'll recalculate to use the bridges, because I think he got stuck trying to not use the bridge. That was a bug. First
Well,
bridge demo doesn't take as long as I think it's considered planned. Subsequent ones, I believe, do take the full demo time.
okay.
Uh, Unless that was the second demo. He did the demos with 2 different teams. So
Yep. Oh, we're taking artillery up with an
they were
airfield.
both first demos.
Wonder if our attack chopper will take out that. Yes, M109 spotted. Please
That's a
destroy
11
that.
platform. It's hard for me to read.
Four
No, there's 8, but only 3 of them are
two
actually
down.
artillery. It looked like.
Yeah.
There's just ammo vehicles.
Ooh, MLRS. What?
Oh, is that MLRS? Is that
Some.
tank
Oh no, no,
howitzer
no. That's
and?
the. Sorry, that's not
Oh, okay.
MLRS. That's that's the towing vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, is this towed artillery?
No, it was M109,
Okay.
but they would use those vehicles to resupply.
Yeah.
Looks like we destroyed that artillery, or almost. Nope, it's
Yeah,
still
not
there.
quite.
Okay.
But we definitely did a number on it, and that will help us out immensely.
Yeah, so if we move deliberate, although NATO now has this bit, so
Yeah.
will they cross that
Okay.
river?
Yeah, no, he can't. So I
Okay.
think for today, um, waypoint him around to use the bridges.
Well, he's gonna run into enemies, so I don't know if that's
Yeah,
a great
so
idea. So maybe I'll just. Is there any
just
cover on this
hold.
heights? There is no cover, no concealment. I'm gonna move him back up a little bit. It's too valuable to lose.
You might actually be better off just having him chill where he's at.
Okay.
Because he'll be relatively stealthy even in the open if he just doesn't move.
That's true.
What you could consider doing here is putting a suppressing barrage on that point for the next hour and having some of your line infantry units assault and retake that point.
Hmm. I'm gonna start off with a shorter one, and then we'll see what goes. Let's do like a half-hour suppression, and I'll see the next command cycle if we'll do that. Because do we have to? Right now, we're still in a marginal win territory, so we don't technically
Yeah.
need that objective.
Hmm.
But if we sacrifice all our guys for it, we don't need it.
Especially since we're gonna cap the airfield here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Pretty likely. We haven't seen anything on the airfield hex itself. We've taken that strong point that's
Mhm.
overlooking the airfield hex.
Yeah, we're
So
good holding here. I think we're good in place, so let's just keep going. Although, wait, I want to check my choppers. Always check the choppers. Fart.
to the chopper.
Okay, this guy's rest and resupply. This guy will hit F4, open that up. This guy is moving deliberate where? Back to the FARP and then screening? But he's
His morale bottomed out. He got shot at a little too much. He's cooked for the day.
okay. He needs a shot of vodka and then he'll head back out maybe. Third attack choppers are
Yeah.
done. Fourth is on hunt.
These guys are still having fun, and
Yeah.
these guys are heading back out.
Where are you? Oh yeah, they're over there.
And bottom left of your screen.
Nice. Yeah, I see now. Okay. Good enough. Let's
And he
start.
might even be able to help direct that artillery mission you just called in as well.
Hmm.
If there's anything there to direct against. Oh, I think. Oh, no, we didn't place that. We got one. There's only one platform left, and it's just an HQ vehicle of some sort, so. There you go, though. You did just kill that.
Nice.
That's nice.
Sam, stingers are going off.
I was saying, it
Tickets.
sounded like it was Stingers. Did he rearm already?
Yeah, apparently.
I
Look at
can't.
the wall.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's definitely him shooting Stingers.
Oh no.
Oh, and he gets us. Another one gone. Sad days.
Oh, HQ. Yeah, we've been shooting at it.
I think you might be clear, especially. Okay, once you take out these two Bradleys, anyway. But I think that point is empty.
Yeah.
There's one of the two Bradleys. If we can get the other one, hopefully he can. He loses sight, but hopefully he regains it here in a minute.
Okay, our helicopters have
Okay,
withdrawn.
there's all of our helos pulling out, including I think all
Oh.
of the escort.
Well, one of
So
them.
we're done with the attack helos. Bye.
No.
They all withdraw. So,
Well, are there two left?
oh no, we do still have a couple left. Okay.
That's good. Guess it's just the escorts are gone. Yeah, what are you doing
Yeah.
down here? Oops, something blew up. Okay, we're on top of them. Hey, there's our rocket artillery.
Generalissimo giveth, and the Generalissimo taketh away. But he gave us quite a bit here, so
Yeah, let's
rocket
see.
artillery is real hard to go wrong with.
Let's hold
This
these
guy is
guys.
out of ammo,
Oh
so you
yeah.
may even need to issue a rest and resupply to him.
Well, we can cover him. Hey, have you noticed this? 42 minutes, but if I go down to 99%, it goes to 13 minutes, and back to 100%, it's still at 13.
Yeah, what I usually do a lot of times is if you set it to 0 minutes, William put in a nice feature where setting it to 0 minutes will do, what we'll do is when it gets time to actually execute that order, we'll go for the amount of time needed to get back to full ammo.
Hmm.
So a lot of, that's really useful for like artillery. Oh my God, is our artillery just out of
Just
range?
right.
Oh, that's That's sad
No.
making.
But what is in
So,
range is this.
for one of the yeah, but uh, that one doesn't quite help us. We could area fire on that victory hex that we want to retake.
Or I wonder if this one, because if we air fire, we might hit this hex, right?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't want to do there. I was thinking the other one, not the airfield, but this bridge hex. That's because it's worth 5,000 points.
This one?
Yeah, that one. If you do an area fire there,
Ah, perfect. Yeah. Okay. All 320 rounds in 2 minutes. Wow.
that's the
Okay.
wonders of that artillery. Those BM-21 grads,
Yeah.
they dump the ammo.
We could
What is the
also.
real visibility?
Yeah.
It can't be 10 kilometers as it is. So it is 10 kilometers if you can see in the dark. Sadly, we're rather under-equipped for seeing in the dark, so it's not 10 kilometers. Most of our troops are running the Mark 1 eyeball
Hmm.
and have trouble seeing their hands in front of their faces.
Now I thought I added chemical artillery to these guys, chemical rockets.
We do have
But
3 units of them. Is it maybe on one of the others? Or
uh,
it might be that you'll get that in the next patch. I'm not
well, I
sure.
thought it was in this build,
Yeah. Oh
but
no,
maybe
you're
not.
on
Yeah, I'll double check that
10,026.
later.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I wanted to add some chemical rounds because the Soviets would have like most likely used them, especially in the invasion scenario, right? So
And while you're doing it, just shift one of these suckers up north like 2 kilometers.
yeah,
2, 3 kilometers.
there we go. We can hit that hex as long
10
as we.
kilometers if you're an elf. That's right. Except I think if you're an elf, it's like 50 kilometers.
Alrighty. So let's just do those two barrages and everything else I think is good for now. I think we'll
Yeah.
the rest of those
If you
guys keep
did want to
them
be
in
super
action.
cheeky, you could have your third
Let's
one
move these guys.
punish that poor little GSR or whatever it is that we never eliminated.
Oh yeah, good point.
You might set that guy on a delay of like 5 or 10 minutes because
He
he's
won't
about.
get there on time, will he?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I forgot about where you had that,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's out of range.
for sure. I forget what that other guy was, but let's leave
Uh,
him. He's not doing anything apparently, so let's just
Not much anyway.
bombard.
Especially since I think you killed most of the enemy artillery. We didn't look at what the
Boom, boom,
timing
boom.
there was.
Yeah, the artillery's coming in immediately.
Yeah,
Flight time, flight
it's
time. Boom,
pretty
boom,
responsive.
boom.
10 kilometers
All
since we reached.
right. Definitely reached out and touched that one. There's that
And that's what
emitter
it is.
flashing. Yeah, right there. It's like
There's
our.
our one of our helo flights in the bottom left corner there, just sliding by. He's chilling out
Ooh, dawn has started. So we're gonna get a bit more visibility now.
very slowly.
Maybe we will reach out and touch that with rockets. But we don't need an area saturation, do
Nope,
we? So
no, you can put them all on that hill, and that hill disappears, or that 500 meters square of it.
let's put all the rockets.
I mean, it doesn't take these things. I mean, it does kind of take them a long time to resupply, but it's
We don't have any other
we don't actually
targets,
look at
so.
the unit type here, so it's actually kind of
Hmm.
generous on how long we have it take. So what I would do here in the left hand, bring your escort helos to oversee that point, and then and just kind of hover in the vicinity. Maybe not directly on it, just because hovering directly on top of your enemy is a good way to get shot down. Um, but
Well,
like a
just a
couple,
bit.
yeah, there's good. I would, anywhere you can
Okay.
see, yeah.
Okay, I'll adjust this. So can you
Well,
see
so
that? You can see that objective from
yeah,
there. So
but that kind of gives you a good idea of what's there, and then you can
hmm
have your infantry assault and retake that point.
yeah, I think I'll send this guy up there. I'll start the order now because it's going to take a while for them to actually move.
I would even consider doing an assault rather than a move deliberate. It'll get you a bit of movement speed, and given how much open ground you have to move across, you don't really want this to take longer than it has to.
Okay, let's try it. I almost never use assault, but we could also is switch both waypoints. Although, can you do that from here? Oh, that's
No, you have
just
to
the
do it from the
SOP. Okay.
dashboard. Yeah.
So we could do
So yeah,
like
you can
just
make
move
the first one
hasty,
a hey. Yeah,
assault.
given how many thermals are running around, I'd be scared to use a hasty, but you could definitely do it.
That's why we
I
have
would not.
smoke.
Uh, Smoke will not block the thermals.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll block night vision equipment, which
well, maybe they
the
have.
Americans almost certainly do have on their infantry. But I would say, yeah, you can definitely
We
do
can do
something
a
like that.
few little smoke barrages. Apply. There we go. Nice little smoke screen. Okay, now we got some movement there. Let's head out.
Oh,
Oh, we've got
our
contact right on
our
them.
Maluka got friends
Oh,
up right in his face.
we're
I
gonna be
think he
moving
did
hasty
kill
right
the
into that
only
guy.
vehicle though, so
Okay.
you know, it's a bummer losing the Maluka team, both teams. But we did do a good job here. There we go, another vehicle kill.
Spy 50 cal. Might be an Abrams in there. Ooh, was. Okay,
The
here
night
comes the
vision
dread.
gear on those American scouts definitely paying off for them as they get to shoot your guys as they assault through here.
Oh, we lost our AT team there. Oh no!
Yep. Oh,
We lost both choppers so soon.
both of them. Ooh, brutal, brutal.
Must be an
That's probably the
HQ up
one
there.
Stinger, dedicated Stinger team they have.
Yeah, it's probably attached to an HQ.
Oh, not sure what we just lost there. Oh,
They
no, we
lost.
killed the enemies.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, and it
that's their
lightened
mortar.
up enough that,
SPRD. It's gotta be their mortar.
yeah, that's probably it. One of them anyway. As I said, normally you get a two-tube mortar unit per, they call it a troop, not a company, but it's
Mm-hmm.
same shtick. Uh, so they've got probably three of those if we're seeing the entire battalion. But scaring off and maybe even kill one of the two tubes, but it's still incredibly nice. Oh, we lost our Strela team. They're our worst fates.
Yeah, that battlefield airfield is still
Oh,
raging.
there's two enemies there though.
It's two
Wonder if that's
squads.
an entire platoon or if that's just a scout section.
It's
They're
just
gonna, they're
infantry.
winning against our platoon though, that's for sure. I would
Yeah.
probably go ahead and call off that assault
Stop.
and just have him hold.
One guy left. What's this guy doing? He's holding. That engineer is just holding out, isn't he? How's this one resupplied? Okay, all up. So there was an HQ up here, so let's go explore. See if we can kill that, and then may have withdrawn as well.
Yeah. You might also have that AT team that's in the north there. Go see if he can find some friends as well.
Hmm. He was taking fire. He was shooting at the fart from there, so
Was he? Oh,
yeah, he's
okay.
doing work. This
Cool.
guy though, I don't know. He's now
You might at
attacking.
least switch that to, yeah, either an assault or a deliberate.
I'm just gonna delete that one for
I
now. Like I'm not gonna cross there until this is clear. So
yeah, that's fair.
we're at a marginal win. We were in tactical win territory, so we're going
We
down.
took
But
some expensive losses there,
yeah,
so
we
I
lost
think
some
that was kind
choppers.
of inevitable.
They've got more points overall now than we just slightly. So yeah, they're at 59%. If they hit 30%, then they are done. But it's gonna take a while to
Yeah.
get there. So especially with the resources we have now, we've lost our escorts, but we still have artillery. So speaking of, why don't we ditch? Let's cancel that smoke order, and let's do another barrage. Oops, I need to hit apply when I'm canceling before I can do a new one here. So then barrage, let's hit that last little mortar
We
if we
probably want
can.
a neutralizing barrage, though, not a suppression barrage.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So, and it looks like these guys have cleared out that town finally.
Yep. Looks
But
like
they're on hold. This guy was
they need.
going
They
to.
do need to probably get more bullets.
Oh yeah, where is he at for ammo? 13%. Okay,
Yeah.
use
he.
resupply.
They did a lot.
Okay, and then how is that HQ? That HQ being there is actually going to be a big benefit, right? Will it help resupply quicker to this unit
No,
if they're
it won't really
proximate?
have much impact at all here.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
He's within range, that's the important part. Okay, cool.
Shoot those elves while they glow green in the night. We didn't bring the nukes.
No.
Can't make them glow green.
Alright, the battle for the airfield's raging still. Yeah, that AT is still engaging both those. He's in a good spot up there to the high ground advantage.
Yeah,
Some
he is
distance.
engaging. Cameron. Yeah, we didn't remember to add any Camerons into this scenario. Oh,
There
hey,
goes
I
the
got
mortar.
that kill though.
Nice. I did add it, but I wonder if the snare refresh kind of
Yeah,
reset
I
the
might have
ammo.
accidentally
So
removed it by
I'll
mistake.
fix it. I'll send it to Rob. He'll get it
Yeah.
in. All right, the sun is coming up.
We're up to 45% illumination.
Oh, our artillery's
Aw,
done. They're probably heading back to rearm.
they're here
And
long enough for one round and then they're done.
yep.
But now it's 60% illumination. It's basically you can see whatever you're gonna see now.
Oh boy.
And we don't see a lot left, admittedly.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep going. Oh, we see some Abrams. Uh-oh. Ooh, that AT's in a great spot up there.
Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Especially as the sun came up. Oh. Oh no.
I didn't even notice us wiping off that scout squad.
Ooh, we got an Abrams.
But we are. Oh, we got one. Whew. Look at him come, though.
He's just Leroy Jenkins across that bridge.
Yeah.
Wiping our guy. He's on assault order because he can just march right through that hex.
Yeah.
Going for that 5,000, but we've got some guys waiting for him, so.
Yeah, that's not a lot, though.
No.
All right.
Goes our mortar SOP out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually took out an
Did he
Abrams.
just direct fire
I think he's
kill
direct firing
2
them.
tanks?
Yeah. Wow.
120 millimeter, baby. And we lose sight of the tank. I'm not sure.
That's all that smoke of the
We
burning
must have
husks.
killed that last tank. Let's go.
Mortar just killed 2 M1A1s.
Oh, 3, because we lost sight, which means that should be the third one.
Oh boy. Okay. So
120 millimeter makes a difference.
I'm gonna hold and say, dig in, please.
Yeah.
What are you? What can you see? What do they? Do they have any RPGs? Are they gonna engage?
I think they're. Oh, they have some vampires. The vampires might actually have a better range.
Okay. Well, he's not engaging.
I don't
yet.
remember what the range on the vampire is, but it's not own hex.
Okay.
Now, what you might consider doing, your middle bridge here, your HQ is currently in a rather exposed position. You might move
Yeah.
him. No, the middle one. Yeah, him. You might have him move to the other side of the river and join most of his friends.
Run away.
Yeah.
This guy can hold the objective.
And yeah, he should be fine there. And then either move your engineers or put them on hold instead of screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him back and then hold. Hold.
Same thing with the others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just leave him there. Hold.
And what can that
Hold
northern
there.
AT team see? Do they need to reposition? Oh no, they're actually in a pretty good
There.
spot. It
Yeah,
looks
they
like.
can kind of cover an approach, but they're not gonna be able to come up and cross there. So yeah, that's why they're
Yeah,
crossing
they'll be
here.
coming
Then I can
across the
swing
other
around.
bridge, but it
So
looks like you've got pretty decent visibility of that.
yeah. So let's leave it as is. What are these guys up to? Still resupplying. 88% ammo. Okay.
They're done. They're in a screen now.
Oh, what was the other guy? Okay.
So they got all the ammo they're getting, but I don't
Hold.
know necessarily. Yeah, I don't know that you want them going anywhere.
And now dig in. Kind of attack these guys if you can. Because at least they can see that, but can they hit it? Range.
Vampires can reach into the next hex. They're like Carl Gustavs. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Vampire's pretty solid as a weapons platform. And then in the north, do you have any
Oh yeah.
tweaks you need to make there?
I think they're just holding now.
So your squad that you had go hunting in the furthest north looks like it's done. So you could probably have him come back.
Let me go through and once and for all, let's get rid of this. So I'm gonna switch this one to assault.
Yep, that seems.
Yeah, deliberate.
I don't know if that third movement waypoint is a good idea or not. I'm not certain.
I want to cap it once and for all.
Okay.
We'll see. Let's go. Wait, what's back here?
You've got
I thought these guys
some
withdrew.
random helos. And you do have? That's the morale broken one. Oh, he's up to 26% though.
Okay.
He might actually, he should have enough to do some stuff if you want to try bringing him in.
Well, I've got a bit of time. Well, not a whole lot of time. We got just under an hour of game time left.
Yeah,
So.
but 26% is enough that he'll take orders, so you could actually have him do something.
I think he's gonna need to come and support this area.
Yep, I think that's a fair assessment.
All right, let's go.
Probably a knockout on that one. Or the Soviet. Yes. Those tanks, those were knocked out by the 120mm mortars.
Contact up here. They are sending some mechanized infantry down this cavalry squads.
And that ambush is doing exactly what we wanted it to do.
The day has started. Nice. Yep, that AT up there is definitely a perfect spot.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's gorgeous. I am realizing that infantry platoon. Oh, ouch. That infantry platoon in the village, you probably should have set him to ambush, point blank range for when he decides to shoot. So he doesn't get hit by Bradleys from long range as much. Oh, hey, we just knocked out the Stinger team up there.
Nice.
ARP unit, that's nice. Those SPG-9s are doing good work. That hill. Vampire gets close kill.
Oh, now their Abrams are coming through. Ambushed.
One less though.
Yeah,
Let's go.
two.
Two less. Go. Let's
Three.
go. Three less.
Oh, he's
Returned
the favor.
That's okay. It's the the recoilless rifles, man. They get entrenched in, and they end up doing way more than it feels like they should have any right to do.
Abrams is done. Did he just blow up?
Yep, yeah, we got the last one there.
But that other one's still alive at our former objective in the south.
It is. We just lost sight of it, I guess. Oh, we lose the HQ.
Ah, shouldn't have moved him. He'll be writing those letters home.
Alright, I'll put it on my to-do list. Can you create a JIRA for me on that?
Yeah. Those infantry squads are still alive up in the airfield. Okay, attack helicopters approaching that lonely Abrams.
Yeah. I'm noticing also that Abrams is assaulting back north.
Yeah, that's weird. What's this guy doing?
That.
Why don't you just
Uh,
stop
yeah,
withdrawing and start
he's being
fighting?
deeply unhappy.
I'm just gonna
That's what he's doing.
reduce his hexes because we're almost done here. So
Yeah.
you stay put on call. And not much we
I
can
don't think
really,
you really.
do.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else you need to do here. I think
Okay.
you're kind of.
Well then.
Well, you could. So you've got in the north there. You've got the unit that's sitting next to them. You could have him. Is there 2 units there too? Oh, he's still sharing space with an engineer. Never mind. You probably don't
Yeah.
want to do anything.
No, we'll leave them alone. These guys will stay put. These guys are doing well. I think we'll just keep going. Just proceed. Alright, I think this is the last turn though. Almost. Second last turn. Okay, yes, we got that Abrams out of there. There's more Abrams. Oh, there was. Okay. We need to send somebody on that objective.
Oh,
I think we'll take it at the
they
end.
finally start
mortars
raining
coming
the mortars. We knew it was coming. They have a
Yeah.
lot of them.
They are withdrawing now that they're taking indirect fires per the SOP, but took out Abrams on the way. Two more Abrams down. Wow. Oh, there it is.
And that put us at 30%. And you get
Wow.
the max rating.
All right.
Let's go.
Just
All in
nick of
under 2
time.
hours this time.
Yeah. Just ahead of the end of the 5 hour. All right. Look at that. Yes. Should we continue fighting? We're almost done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get some.
Might as well.
Another Abrams
Since we
bites
got
the dust.
15 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the downside to the U.S. cavalry. So many tanks. You've got a lot of firepower potential, but also you have a lot of points you can give up.
Yeah.
Is the heavy rain starting already? Oh, it is starting already.
So it's starting already?
Yeah, it says heavy rain now.
Oh,
We're
okay.
down to a kilometer of visibility,
Oh, wow.
which really does help us a lot. I think the thermals, actually, no, I think the thermals get reduced too. So, yeah, we end up, that helps us quite a bit. We don't have a lot of stuff that sees for this. I love that our recoilless rifle AT unit, the artillery managed to track their position. They're going to withdraw back to where they came from.
Yeah. Well, they got some foxholes to hide in now.
Yeah. Pre-dug by 80mm mortar or whatever it is. Please steal this turn structure. I will allow that message. No, I do really like Snappy. I do really like this structure.
Yeah, the WeGo system.
WeGo in general, I kind of like the asymmetric turn order that it pulls us out of like a literal WeGo pretty quick. Like you end up kind of taking turns pretty quick. But it's kind of cool. It's an interesting way to add asymmetry.
All right, last maneuver here.
2 minutes. You don't even
2
really have
minutes.
time to do
Go.
anything.
Capture that objective. Go.
He's not even. He's not
Before
even
we
gonna
even
have time
start.
to do the movement
But
for the first hack.
at the end game, we have more units close to that objective, so it should swing our
Yeah.
way, right? So there we go.
Yeah.
There it is. 900th Air Assault Battalion has won a decisive victory.
And while our casualties did feel really painful, it was only actually 20%.
Wow.
So not so much that we couldn't continue pursuing objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So which
I
one?
think the only really expensive loss was we lost a lot of attack helicopters.
Yeah. But numbers wise, yeah. So it looks like their artillery was way up here. So they
Yeah,
cleared
that's
their way out of there. Awesome. So that this
well,
objective, the airfield objective swung to us at the end because we had more valued units around it, right? But
yeah,
they kept that 5,001, which we didn't need. We kept these, I believe.
probably.
Yeah. Yeah, this one retains control. The engineers.
Yes, they just have that one.
Mm-hmm.
We might need
But,
to tweak the
yeah.
timings on this scenario, though. It looks like maybe they had a whole nother cavalry troop that doesn't make it in time.
Well, I mean, if it's a player, they could probably get it there in time, but
Yeah.
probably depends on the battle plan too, right? So,
Yeah.
cool. Well, this was the first dance. There's the Lonely Sentry, still
Yeah.
surviving, just waiting it out. Yeah. But yeah, this was the first scenario in the Third World War, that Flashpoint Campaigns Cold
Was I
War.
right about that being a GSR on the hill?
Oh, I think we wiped it.
Oh, did we kill it? Oh, that's right, because we dropped a whole
We,
crap ton of
well,
artillery on it.
we should try to figure out what that was. But yeah, we can go through the Butcher's Bill and try to figure out. So how many helicopters did we actually get destroyed? 7. Oh boy. One
Yeah.
falling out. Yeah, 19 withdrawn. So,
It was pretty brutal. Near every, almost every single one of the.
yeah, we lost 6 Hinds destroyed. They are not being repaired.
They're in small
Okay,
pieces.
here's their. So
Oh, I'll bet it's Vulcans. They do have a radar as well, but they aren't super great at hitting helos.
That must have
So
been
it's
it.
probably them. Okay.
Yep.
Man, what does that tell you about how bad Vulcans are at shooting down helos? That we had 2 helos parked over their heads,
Yeah.
and it wasn't doing anything. Yeah, the
Alrighty.
M109's getting 100% knocked out is a huge help.
Mm-hmm. And all those Abrams, we took out like 13 of them, so that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, all the Abrams scores us a lot of points, and we knocked out most of the mortars. I mean, I think they only have like
Some
3-ish
here.
mortars left. I didn't see.
Yeah.
Those look like command vehicles in the north. Those aren't mortars. They might have, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So that
leftover.
was
It was
mortars.
the
That was
M109.
the 109s. What about the other one? Oh, it's probably the command section 4 or something.
Yeah, for the artillery.
Yeah, it's the command section 4 something. Yeah, so all they've got is like 2 or 3 of the cavalry troop mortars.
Mm-hmm.
Vulcans are terrible in just about every war game. Yeah. Thanks,
Alrighty.
Rob.
Yeah, thanks Rob for tuning in. Thanks everybody for tuning in today. If there's any last questions, we've got a few minutes left, but I'll plug the game again. Flashpoint Campaigns Cold War. It'll be available November 20th on Steam and the Matrix Store. You can go wishlist them now on your preferred platform. So build those wish lists and helps our visibility. And yeah, let's see. Thanks Kevin for keeping an eye on the chat and everything, and all the advice getting through this battle to a tactical win. Or I guess it was decisive in the end, right?
Yeah, it was
But
decisive in the end.
would have been tactical if it wasn't didn't
We
hit
got
the
the sudden
30
death
threshold.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, so victory either way. Got those bridges blown. Captured the
Yeah.
airfield. Yeah, this is a good fight. It's a good job, Charles, on the design this scenario. And I'm gonna have to look into those chemical rounds, but let's head to the main menu.
Yeah, popping some chemical rounds on that A7 Audubon approach where all those remaining
Hmm.
Bradleys were. Whew.
Yeah, that
You
would have
know,
been.
just, oh, that's one more area than I feel like defending. It'd be a shame if it was toxic for anyone to be in there.
Yes, gas, gas, gas. Well, I should have written down what I have planned next time, but tune in next week and we'll go through more scenarios. So we've got over 100 scenarios to play, 10 nations. So the first dev diary is up on the Matrix forum, on the Matrix website, and on Steam. So you can get a good sense for what kind of units we are looking at, how many scenarios there are. Like, there's a ton of content in this game. A lot of repeat players from Southern Storm are wondering, like, what's different? Like, is this just an expansion? Like, no, this is more than doubled the content, and the features have been expanded as well. So, like you saw today, the tactical air transport and everything, that's all brand new. And so we are, yeah, working very hard to bring a lot more value into this product than Southern Storm had as well. So I forgot I got a camera. I should put this on. I know people were asking about books. So I just got this. Red Thrust is a really cool book. Kind of like what if scenario. What if Soviets invaded Europe in the 90s? And so it kind of goes over that. So that's a great reference for this game. I picked up a copy of the Soviet Airland, which I also have one on loan from Rob, so now I can return it to him. And then I got the Soviet military intelligence book, another Soviet art of war doctrine book, a couple other Second World War commando stuff, British commando stuff. So, yeah, good haul from the Canadian War Museum. Thanks to a relative who visited up there. Yeah, about optics, you would like that one. So, yeah, a bunch of good stuff, recommendations behind me. All right. Well, thanks, Kevin, for joining us today. We'll have to have you again, or get a live stream Cold War. I see you doing a lot
Yeah.
of other games, but hey, gotta get some Flashpoint in there too.
Yeah, I'm excited for us to launch, and hopefully Edmund assigns me more of the Flashpoint campaign streams again.
For sure. All right.
And I know we've got the next dev blog is already approved, and that'll come out next week, right?
Yeah, it'll be
So,
soon. We've got a whole bunch of dev diaries coming up, dev blogs. Yeah, more live streams Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern. So bookmark it, follow this channel, and we'll be back with new scenarios, new guests, new 2ICs giving me orders. All right. Well, maybe we'll
all
call it
right,
a day if there's no other questions. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Jim for the compliments. Thanks Rob. Thanks Bad Optics of course. And keep up those tests. We're making a great game here. Thanks to all the beta testers. So, all right. Hello Spikes Rotten. Goodbye. Have a good one. See ya.
so long, guys.